Hi, my name is Brad Emery, and this is my video for ePortfolio Goals and Personal Profile. So a little bit about me. I have a wonderful wife and son who are my life. You might even hear my son in the background. He's supposed to be asleep, but he might make a little bit of noise here. That's him. That's Jameson. He just turned 3 in August, and my wife, Courtney. Love them very much, and they are my life. We recently acquired some puppies, so we're going to be breeding some dogs here, golden doodles, with a poodle and a golden retriever. That's the white one my wife's holding. Then we've got a couple of golden doodle girls as well. We operate a photography business, my wife and I do, and this is a senior model that we had last year. On the next slide, I'll show you our current team. It's 15 girls from I think 5 different schools in the area, and we love that. That's a great thing we can do as a husband and wife. And I am currently an elementary teacher teaching 3rd grade in St. John, Kansas, and we are the Tigers. So this is our team, or at least most of our girls this year, with our photography business. My education background, I started off at K-State, and I actually started in architecture before realizing I wanted to have time with my family, and just as much as I loved that work, I was looking for something a little different, and so stepped into elementary education, and I haven't looked back since. Love working with the kids, love everything about my job, really. I haven't had some of the issues people run into with parents, and my interactions with families and kids have been overwhelmingly positive, and just getting to see the difference and watch those kids grow and learn and mature is really a rewarding profession that I love being a part of. And of course, it's not all easy. It's not all roses, but I love the challenges, and they are worth it. So I taught in Junction City. I taught 5th grade for 1 year before getting married, and then my wife and I moved out here to St. John, Kansas, a little town of about 1,200 people in between Pratt and Great Bend on a north-south line. And I've taught 3rd grade here for 7 years. This will be my 6th year at St. John, my 7th year teaching. And the last year I had an opportunity to do 3rd and 4th grade in a departmentalized situation where I taught math. But I'm back to a self-contained 3rd grade classroom this year. My personal goals in the next 1 to 5 years, I hope to have another child or 2, if the Lord blesses us in that way, with my wife, and continue to grow as a husband and a father. When I look towards the next 6 to 10 years, in addition to growing as a husband and father, I hope that I will work alongside my wife to grow our photography business into a successful and profitable secondary income, which it already is, but we'd like to see that balloon and spread more and reach into some more markets. That's a really fulfilling job that we enjoy doing together, and it's a great summer income. And then beyond 10 years, my greatest personal goal beyond 10 years, and really on a daily basis, is that I am continually growing into a stronger and more compassionate husband and father while I lead my family in love for the Lord and for what He's given us and for the people that He's placed in our lives around us. We want to be a light to them. We want to be a witness and just love them in the best way we know how. And I hope to set that example for my wife, for my kids, and to live a life that reflects that. Professional goals. In the next 5 years, I hope to provide targeted instruction to students with both low and high academic achievement to help them grow and learn. That's an area that I know that I struggle with now as a teacher. I do fairly well with the middle, and I can push the high kids a little bit, but I'd like to make that a little more targeted and focus on both my lower academic students and to bring them up as much as possible in that year that I have them and work with them, and really to push those gifted students, those high achieving students, beyond where they are right now. In the next 6 to 10 years, I hope to take what I've learned in teaching and apply it to administration as I pursue a job as an elementary principal. And I hope to not only step into that role, but start to find success in that as I work with teachers and in a building to build a really strong learning environment, which ties in with my goals beyond 10 years. Upon becoming that elementary principal, I want to embark on a journey of continuous learning, just as I am in my personal life, knowing that I'm never going to plateau. I'm never going to reach a point I'm satisfied with where I'm at. I always want to be pushing and growing and doing better than I am right now. There's always room to grow. And with that in mind, I hope to improve my practice as a administrator and create an environment in which both teachers and students love to learn, and they have an opportunity to flourish in the building that I'm placed in. So why Fort Hays? Well, the cost was definitely a deciding factor. It was affordable, and it was an online environment that I could work with in my schedule and pursue this degree in about a year and a half, which worked out really well for me. It also came with a good recommendation from my cousin who just completed this program. He graduated this summer, so about a semester before me, and he was in it for a little longer, and I really appreciated his recommendation. And then I got to admit, the mascot's pretty great too. I've got a thing for cats apparently with the Tigers and K-State, and then the Tigers here at Fort Hays also, so can't go wrong with that. As far as my initial expectations, I feel like I waited too long to answer this question, and I'm having to think back about a year and a half to when I first started this program, but I would say I expected a quality program. I desired a quality program in which I would find myself leaving prepared to step into an administrative role with a master's degree that had me licensed or I guess ready to achieve or to apply for that license and take that administrative role. And looking at it from now nearly graduating, I do feel quite prepared and have been pleased with the quality of my education. So thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you learned a little bit more about me and were able to see the goals. So